Hi guys, so today I am back with another tutorial. This is actually kind of two tutorials in one. So I'm here to talk about day to night makeup, and I wanted to do a tutorial and show you how I would do my makeup in the daytime and at night when I know I'm going to be going out later on and I'm going to be wanting to maybe just spice up my makeup a little bit for nighttime. So as much as it's about what you add on to glam up your makeup, it's really a lot about how you do your makeup initially, like in the morning, so that you leave room and you leave a little bit of a bare canvas to intensify your look a little bit more later on. Okay, so this face right here would be the more natural, fresh daytime look. So I'm going to take you through step-by-step full face tutorial, show you exactly how I got this look, and you could actually wear this out too. I mean, if you're more of a natural girl, you could totally wear this look out at night, but you know me, I like to spice it up a little bit, so I'm going to show you how I would tweak a look like this to make it a little bit more glam, a little bit more sassy for a night out. So if you want to see exactly how I do it, then just keep watching. Okay, so to get the ball rolling, I'm going to use this Prep Spray by Urban Decay. It's the B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray. So you can spray this onto your face before you apply your makeup or anytime throughout the day to just kind of refresh your skin. It kind of helps to tighten pores and reduce redness, and it just gives your skin a really beautiful look to it, even if you have like no products on your face. When picking a foundation, you want to keep in mind the whole idea behind day to night makeup is that you're not completely redoing your entire face at nighttime. So you're going to want to pick a foundation that is going to put in work. So for me, that is definitely the Revlon Colorstay Whipped Creme foundation. Okay, so just tapping that onto the center of my face. And you definitely don't have to apply a ton of this stuff to get it to last you, you know, till midnight and beyond. You just, basically what I do is I apply a really thin layer and I just kind of stamp it across my skin with a really dense synthetic brush. And this is the F84 from Sigma. So if you want to apply some concealer to your face, you can go ahead and do that now. I do like to apply an eyeshadow base before I do my brows. This is the Sigma eyeshadow base in the color Persuade. And I just like to do this step because even if I just leave it like this, I think it looks really nice. And then if I want to apply some color later on in the day to my eyes, they're primed and ready to go. Really quickly, just going to apply my Maybelline Age Rewind brightening concealer just to kind of the darkest part of my dark circles, and then a mixture of my MAC Pro Longwear concealers in NC15 and NC20. So I'm just going to do my concealer right now. Usually I wait until after I've done my eye makeup, but it doesn't really matter today. Start off by blending it in with my finger, and I just spritzed a little bit of my Fix Plus onto my beauty blender. That's my newest little trick for using my beauty blender. And then I just press it into the skin, and I just make sure I get into all the little creases under my eyes and stuff. And as far as setting powders go, nothing out of the ordinary. I'm using my Ben Nye Banana Powder under my eyes to set my under eye concealer, and Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Nude Beige for my face. So as far as my brows go, I really don't like to redo those steps either. If anything, just a little touch up, but I just want to get my brows done in the morning and have them look the way I want them to look at night. I'm just going to go through my regular old brow routine using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in Ash Blonde. So I basically just start off by outlining them, and then I fill in the center. So I want the eyes to be kind of light and more natural because I want to keep it somewhat of a bare canvas so I can add on to it later in the day. So I'm just applying this NYX Jumbo eye pencil to start off. This color is called Cashmere. It's like a really pretty shimmery champagne color. So I'm going to apply that to both of my lids and then blend out with my finger. So I'm going to use Soft Brown by MAC on an E35, like a fluffier tapered blending brush. And I'm going to put down my transition color just right into the crease and blend it up through the brow bone. And this is going to work really well because it kind of goes with any eye look. So you can put this down during the day onto your lid and then just leave it, and it'll pretty much work with anything you want to add on to later on. Then I'm going to blend that color out with a larger fluffy blending brush, and this is an E40. Then I'm going to reach for a brown that is just a touch darker. So I'm going to be using one from this NYX Love in Paris palette. This is called the Merci Beaucoup palette. This is an E25. And I'm going to get some of this matte brown. It's like a matte warm brown eyeshadow. And that's just going to go right above the lid, right into the deepest part of the crease right there. And then I'm just going to feather it out and up. You can pull it down a little bit in the outer corner if you want. So now I'm going to take this golden bronze color right here on an E55, tap that right across the lid, and on top of that base we put down, it just makes it look like a really nice golden bronze, nice natural shade on the lid. I'm using a packing brush, but just applying a light layer. I'm using the pink side of the Sigma highlighting pencil, and I'm going to apply that into the inner corner all around the tear duct, and then also up under the arch of my brow. And then just blend that out with my finger. Just want to add some mascara. This is Benefit They're Real. And I'm just going to leave my bottom lashes as is for now, because it can get kind of tricky when you go back to try to apply eyeshadow to the lower lash line if you have mascara on. Normally, just for an everyday, you know, daytime type of look, I will apply a little bit of bronzer, which is what I like to call bronzer and blush, because every time I try to say bronzer and blush, it just comes out blonzer, so I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna be using this color right here from the Hibiscus Kiss Blush Duo by MAC. This is an F10 brush, so I'm just going to apply this kind of in a 3 motion, or a backwards 3, depending on how you're looking at it. And that's going to add a nice warm glow. Same thing on the other side. A little bit on my nose and chin, and a little bit along the hairline. I'm going to be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the color Glisten. Now this is a really long wearing blush color, but by the time I go to touch up my makeup for my nighttime look, it will have faded a little bit, so it's not going to be, you know, anything, like you can switch up your color at night if you want to. Okay, so I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild lipstick, and this one is called Think Pink. Something a little bit brighter just to keep you on your toes, but nothing crazy. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Merengue, which is an amazing color, and it's more of just like a really bright purpley pink, or purpley pink as I like to say. So that is the daytime look. I really like this because it's really easy to do, and it's also just, you know, fresh and more natural for the daytime, but very, very easy to build upon and make a little bit more glamorous for night as well. Okay guys, so it is now nighttime, and you know this because I changed my shirt, right? Okay, see what I did there? Flip the script. Flip. The good news is it is actually pretty easy to take a look like this and switch it up a little bit. This is more about adding like a dash of sparkle here, a hint of smokiness there, to give it more of a nighttime feel. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do that, starting with the eyes. Okay, so we already have a really nice wash of bronze on the lid, so I'm going to work with that and just kind of build from there. So I'm going to start off by tapping a little bit of this pressed pigment by MAC onto the lid just with my finger, and this is called Day Gleam, and this is a really nice golden brown type of color with beautiful, beautiful sparkle that just catches the light and is a lot more noticeable in person. So hopefully, I don't know if it'll really show up on camera as pretty as it really is in person. And I do this all the time when I'm going out because it only takes a few seconds, but it has so much impact because even in really dim lighting, you can see this beautiful sparkle on the lids, but it's still a natural color. So adding some black eyeliner into the waterline is something else that's really quick that you can do that instantly makes your look a little bit more fierce and a little bit more bold. So I'm just applying this Tarte Amazonian Clay waterproof eyeliner into the waterline using an E17 brush. And this eyeliner is nice because it holds up really, really well all night, especially if you're going out dancing or something like that. Now we're just gonna add in a touch of smokiness, and you don't have to apply black eyeshadow all over the place or anything. You can just use, I'm using this bronze color called Galapagos by NARS, and it has really pretty golden shimmer. And by keeping it nice and tight to the lash line in the outer corner, and a little bit more smudged out towards the inner parts, you create a really nice angular shape to the eye. So now I'm gonna add some bold winged out cat eyeliner. So if you would follow this line up, the wing would come out right about here. So it's gonna come out a little bit further than your regular, just, you know, winged out liner. And just pull out a line that's a bit longer than what I'm used to. And then I'm going to basically create the outline of the wing by drawing another line back. Then it's pretty easy from there. Just gonna start filling in this part and then lightly going, basically making a pretty thin line the rest of the way. All I'm doing here is adding a little bit of, you guessed it, my Benefit Real Mascara to the lower lash line. So since I already, you know, thought ahead and applied my long wearing foundation, I shouldn't need to do too many touch-ups, but a little concealer here and there. I really like the Loreal True Match concealer, which mine is melted right now. Because this is the crayon concealer in Fair Light W123. You can use it for touch-ups and kind of just, you know, apply it later on in the day and it doesn't look cakey or anything, and just blend it out with your finger. It's really easy to use. And then my Benefit Hello Flaweless Powder, and this is in the shade Never Settle Petal. This is a really great product because it kind of acts as a concealer too, so you can use it for touch-ups and it will put back any coverage that you may have lost throughout the day, and it also prevents shine and stuff like that. So if by now my bronzer and blush have faded a little bit, that's okay, because I really like the focus for my nighttime makeup to be more on my contouring and my highlighting. So we're basically just gonna kind of work around the color we've already put down. So this is my Hoola bronzer by Benefit, just looks like that. I'm going to apply this with my F05 brush. And it shouldn't be too difficult because you can use your bronzer that you put down earlier, again, as a guide, always helpful. Definitely another rule that I break all the time. I know you're supposed to do your contouring first, and then your blush, and then your highlight, and stack them up and all that, but I mean, whatever. You do it a little bit out of order, it's not a big deal. This is my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Soft and Gentle, really pretty beige color. This is a brush from Too Faced and I love it because it's really soft. So I'm going to use that to apply my highlight. So right on to the top of the cheekbones. You can do a little down the nose, chin, wherever you want to do. And a lot of times I'll take some just on my finger and pop it right on the Cupid's bow. And for lipstick, I'm going to go with Candy Yum Yum by MAC. And usually when I'm going out, I do like to pick out a matte lip color, and this one is very, very matte, just because it stays in place a lot longer. And a lot of times, like if you're wearing a really hot pink gloss and a gust of wind comes along and your hair blows in your face and it sticks to your lip gloss, and then you have like hot pink tiger stripes across your face, which actually sounds kind of cool, but it's just a lot easier to go with a matte lipstick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this day to night makeup tutorial, and keep in mind, I mean, this look that I did today is very me, but you can still take the basic tips that I showed in the video and use it for your own style of makeup, whether you're doing purple makeup or whatever you want to do. Just basically starting off light with your daytime look and then building from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for checking it out, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!